Many people reject routines because they would rather be adventurous, go with the flow, and keep their schedules open ended. Also, one of the main reasons why people are not comfortable with their daily routine is because they don't like their work or unhappy with the activities and tasks they get to perform each day. Today, our bookshelves are saturated with bestsellers about life hacks, life design, and how to gamify our long-term projects, promising everything from enhanced productivity to a healthier diet and huge fortunes. These guides vary in scientific accuracy, but they tend to depict habits as routines that follow a repeated sequence of behaviors into which we can intervene to set ourselves on a more desirable track. Well, if you look back in history, when we actually started to think and talk about human consciousness, then the first person ever who talked about our habits and behaviors and their vitality in our lives was no other than the great Aristotle. Most of us have already read or heard these words of Aristotle zillion times in our lives. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Simple enough, but these words in one sentence actually tell us that habits are crucial instruments that enable us to navigate the world and to understand the principles by which it operates. Our habits are nothing less than the great guide of human life. While talking about habits and routine, Aristotle used two words in combination. He uses the term hexes and ethos. A hexes is a characteristic, capacity, or disposition that one owns. For Aristotle, a person's character is ultimately a sum of their hexes. An ethos, on the other hand, is what allows one to develop hexes. It is both a way of life and the basic caliber of one's personality. Ethos is what gives rise to the essential principles that help to guide moral and intellectual development. Honing hexes out of an ethos, thus, takes both time and practice. So, what we come to understand is that in order to develop a set of good habits in our lives, we must first develop a muscle for action, strong enough so we can repeat it every day of our life until it becomes a characteristic part of us. Once we learn to do that, then our life manifests excellence in everything that we do. It's clear that we ought to see habits as more than mere routines, tendencies, and tics. They encompass our identities and ethics and show us that things we do every day aren't just routines to be hacked, but windows through which we might glimpse who we truly are. Although the humans of 21st century have given different names and meanings to various philosophies of great Aristotle, but his original words written by him for the same quote still shine way better than the modern version. As it is not one swallow or a fine day that makes a spring, so it is not one day or a short time that makes a man blessed and happy. Do subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video, and don't forget to share your favorite quote from Aristotle in the comment section.